dare you? That's my...
Ah yes, the glorious moment in Battle of Gods where Vegeta finally managed to surpass Goku. Yet this is also one of those moments that a lot of fans think is complete bogus. Hello guys, I'm ZWarrior328, and today I'm going to be going over the event where Vegeta gained such a huge power-up after he saw Beerus slap Bulma. A lot of fans have been saying that this is one of the most ridiculous moments in Battle of Gods because in this scene, Vegeta manages to surpass Super Saiyan 3 Goku for a few brief seconds, and that doesn't make any sense. So I thought I'd end this debate once and for all and give you guys a good clear explanation as to how it is possible for Vegeta to briefly surpass Super Saiyan 3 Goku in Battle of Gods. Now the reason why people think it is impossible for Vegeta to have briefly surpassed Goku is because there's such an enormous gap between them. Now why do people think that? Throughout the series, Vegeta trains about as constantly as Goku does. In fact, in the battle between Manja Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, they both fought equally on par with each other. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that's because Goku was only fighting at Super Saiyan 2. If he went Super Saiyan 3, he would have beaten Vegeta easily. This, of course, is why people think that there's such an enormous gap between Goku and Vegeta, because Super Saiyan 3 multiplies your strength by 200. But there's another thing you should know, guys. A while back, Toriyama confirmed in an interview that Super Saiyan 2 and 3 are nothing more than powered-up variations of Super Saiyan. Do you know what Toriyama means when he says that? What he's saying is that there is only one Super Saiyan form, and Super Saiyan 2 and 3 are just further power extensions of plain regular Super Saiyan. Here's an example. We all know Frieza has 3 different transformations. This is his second form, this is his third form, and this is his fourth and final form. This is Frieza when he's at 100% full power. This is not a transformation, it's a power boost. It's basically the same mistake Goku is making when he goes Super Saiyan 3. Saiyans only have 2 transformations. There is the Great 8 form, and there's the Super Saiyan form. Super Saiyan 2 and 3, however, are not separate transformations. They are both part of the regular Super Saiyan 1 form, but what they do is that they force the potential of Super Saiyan 1 at a cost of draining the Saiyan's power. I think the best way to describe it is an analogy. Let's say you put a nitrous oxide booster in a car. That's good for a short burst of speed, but when you overuse it, it wreaks havoc on the motor. This is exactly what Super Saiyan 3 does. It's not a transformation, it's a power boost. It may provide a dramatic increase in speed and power, but that power bleeds out in a relatively short time, causing the body to get fatigued and exhausted. Super Saiyan 3 doesn't give Goku any advantage in battle. All it really does is cause his body to burn out. This happened to Goku twice during the final battle with Kid Buu. The same thing also happened to Gotenks. It's just like the Ultra Super Saiyan form. You know that big buffed up muscular form that Vegeta and Trunks went through when they fought Perfect Cell? This is also a power boost, but it does have a different flaw. Ultra Super Saiyan decreases your speed, while Super Saiyan 3 drains your power. If the Saiyan is strong enough, he can make Super Saiyan 1 just as strong or more powerful than Super Saiyan 3 without the cost of draining his power. This makes Super Saiyan 1 much more efficient. If you go back and watch the Cell Saga, you'll notice that Goku specifically said that Super Saiyan 1 is the most balanced form, which is how Goku and Gohan were able to handle and maintain this form without the cost of draining their power. This, of course, is known as full power Super Saiyan. Now, I know a lot of people are probably wondering why Goku is able to go Super Saiyan 3 while Vegeta, however, is not. Well, if you go back and watch the Buu Saga, Goku stated that Super Saiyan 3 is a form he can only use in Otherworld. Take a look at this clip.
I like you too, Goten, but it seems Super Saiyan 3 is a level that can only be handled in Otherworld. The living world has more rules than Otherworld, and transforming takes too much energy. So I got very, very tired.
Now, if Super Saiyan 3 cannot even be used in the living world, I would imagine that it is impossible or nearly impossible to reach it for the first time while in the living world. Because, as it turns out, Super Saiyan 3 uses up so much energy, it's just way too much for a living body to handle. So as I see it, Goku was the only person who was ever in the right conditions to reach Super Saiyan 3. Gotenks is also able to go Super Saiyan 3, but he's a fused being, meaning he's two bodies combined into one, which is why he's also able to handle Super Saiyan 3 as well. The point I'm trying to make here is that Super Saiyan 3 is very unstable and overpowered. In the battle with Kid Buu, Goku mentions that when he was dead, Super Saiyan 3 was easy, but now that he's alive, it uses up twice as much power.
Man, how strange! When I was training in Otherworld, Super Saiyan 3 was, well, easy. But this body, it chugs. Yeah, I'll bet it uses twice as much energy.
If that's true, then Super Saiyan 3 doesn't really multiply his strength to the exact number it's equal to, meaning it doesn't really make him that strong. Therefore, the gap between Goku and Vegeta isn't really that large. In fact, take a look at this clip. Now, if Kid Buu is also that enormously high above Vegeta, then it seems very unlikely to me that he would have been able to land those blows on Buu. Now, I want to talk about Vegeta's moment in Battle of Gods. I should let you know that this is one of my most favorite scenes in the whole entire movie because it just shows how well Vegeta has developed throughout the years. When we were first introduced to him, he was a selfish, power-hungry prince who did not care about anyone but himself. Back in the Frieza saga, one of the major reasons why he could not become a Super Saiyan was because he didn't have the right kind of motivation. Take Goku, for example. When he first became a Super Saiyan, he used the pain of loss. He witnessed his best friend Krillin die right before his very eyes, and the anger Goku felt from that moment is what gave him the motivation to become a Super Saiyan. Obviously, that wouldn't have worked for Vegeta. Even though he formed a family with Bulma, he still didn't give a crap about them, which is shown when Dr. Gero attacks Bulma and Baby Trunks. Vegeta doesn't even lift a finger to help them out, leaving only future Trunks to rescue them. As it turns out, Vegeta's pride is his greatest weakness. Not only is it keeping him from caring more for his family, but it also seems to be what's holding him back from surpassing Goku. Although he does gain the motivation to become a Super Saiyan through his determination to surpass Goku, but even though he transformed, Goku's powers still continue to exceed his. Unlike Vegeta, Goku actually cares for his family and friends, and his instinct to protect them seems to be what helps spurs him on. But he's also much more in tune with his training, and he's always conscious of how to improve himself. He legitimately loves fighting and training, and he can only keep improving. Goku's only true competitor is himself, and that's why he is nearly limitless. He will also take time to learn new abilities from others, and will humble himself to become a student again. Vegeta, however, has far too much pride, and feels he can do everything on his own, which vastly limits himself. He's actually much more in love with the result and feeling than he is with fighting and training. As long as he keeps competing to be the best, he will never reach the peak of his potential because being number one in itself is still bound by limits. Goku wanted Vegeta to see that it's not about being strong or a brute with pride, but about doing what makes you feel passionate and complete. Goku loves to train his body and mind physically and spiritually with others, when Vegeta thinks it's all about being the strongest guy in the room. But then there came the moment when Trunks was killed by Cell. And yes, I know a lot of people are going to compare this event to when Beerus slapped Bulma, since Vegeta has similar reactions in both events. But there is a difference. When Trunks was killed by Cell, that was only the very beginning of Vegeta's character development. He was just starting to care for his son at that point, and it's still not enough to push him over the edge because his pride is still holding him back. There is proof of that. In the Buu saga, when Babidi takes over his mind, Vegeta puts his pride above his family and purposely lets himself fall under the spell. What happens there just shows that Vegeta still cares more for his pride than he does for his family. Vegeta does not officially swallow his pride until the final battle with Kid Buu, when Vegeta finally accepts the fact that Goku is stronger than him. We actually see in Battle of Gods how well Vegeta has developed. Hell, he's willing to do anything to protect his family, even if it means going up on stage and dancing around like a complete jackass. It actually does make sense that Vegeta got such a huge power-up in this scene, because his pride is no longer holding him back this time. Plus, he's not fighting for vengeance, he's actually fighting to defend someone he loves, and that, in my opinion, is good writing. This scene can be very comparable to when Gohan totally beat the crap out of Frieza after Frieza impaled Krillin, not to mention the fact that Frieza's power level in his second form is over 1 million. A lot of people said that this is one of those moments where Toriyama just pulls things out of his ass, and that really pisses me off, because how can you call yourself a DBZ fan and be so disrespectful to the creator like that? If you truly are a DBZ fan, you should try to do more research into an event like this before you think it's complete bogus, because Toriyama is not an idiot. So hopefully I got rid of all the confusion here. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Peace.